It is important to be aware that those who are often looking to support you the most for ascension are the ones who the cabal are controlling, who are existing in fearful paths, willing to talk hatefully about you over unity. This is why your own upgrading into your higher self continues to be your connection with who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light. The lower ego self exists to try and formulate a mental conceptualization of how we work as one light crew, in feeling that we are in a limited human reality, while that is not how this works in fullness. As you notice, in climbing more dimensional portals into the sacredness of your own, uniting with higher realms connects you with the vibrancy of a higher dimensional nature. It remains as an insult to try and mentally conceptualize all of this information into some teaching lesson, instead of a dimensional shifting beyond mind-only focuses. The lower ego self, which exists as the mind, continues to try and convince you that ascension is an overnight event, in which you are already awakened to a higher realm, and are now here to teach everyone else. That is not how this works at all. In opening more into the balance of a new earth, in a clear inception of noticing that in choosing to not retire from these transmissions comes the choice to be more of volunteer service. You are not here to be forced to create more light work, in which this only remains by your own open nature, in choosing to be more of service on this dimension. In seeing more light portals that are reshaping how you are existing, the free-feeling notions of climbing more into a portal of creating more abundant surfaces your own true inner self. This feeling creates a naturalization of the energy shifts into the delightful nature of being able to create beyond all trauma on your outer reality. In maintaining the light consistency in your own healing vibe comes the inception of seeing deeper into a galactic space existence, where you are seeing beyond those who try and label with the lower ego self. The lower ego self needs to be talked about in order to ascend beyond it, as who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians exist more into a unified state of being. As you notice, those who are not extraterrestrials, but only human, are often existing in fear of these transmissions, which results in much judgments, doubts, and distortions of duality. The lower ego self exists to try and mentally conceptualize a reality inside of you that does not exist, meaning to focus only on the mind as who you are, in which to end that stage opens you into a higher source connection. All through the efforts to see into a dimensionality of bliss comes your own inception of seeing into the glory of a more advanced energy system in the stars. In being more kind on your missions, you are increasing the strength inside of you, in which you are not here to follow the crowd of being ruthless, living in mental judgments, and harmfulness. As you notice, these transmissions are created beyond duality, while existing in the duality plane, which creates a stage of inner abundance that all outer harm is not able to penetrate. Within the light work that continues to be the main focus here, the lower ego self feels these are only created often to gain a lot of outer attention, to attain fame, to attain a large following. That is not the case at all, in which these are simply created to be more of assistance to you, to connect with you in your source restoration and spreading the language of the light. Those of you that are more aware of the immediate feeling of joy to gather more energetic frequencies inside of you. This connects you with the internal resonance of blissfulness. There are many humans that are not able to see the vibrancy of these transmissions, and it is not their own ability to see into who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light. The lower ego self often says, "You are not the fleet. Stop saying you are the fleet. You are just some black man that channels the fleet. Get over yourself, man." You are noticing that you are entering more of a higher dimensional nature which exists beyond all of the disrespect towards our cosmic crew, into seeing the natural receptive nature of expanding more interdimensionally. This allows for you to feel more of the inner inspiration to see into the depths of more cosmic awareness, in strengthening the internal self of opening more gateways into unification. All through the dimensional shifting into a deepening of the roles of cosmic ascension, the true nature of this expansion continues to be creating through an inner inspired nature. Those who are unable to see this are simply in a lower vibration, in which it is your focus to continue to rise daily, to continue to create more daily, into the inception of more grace. Inside of a new upgrade in your life comes the feeling of more satisfaction that you are generating in the fields of complete harmony, in every part of your life experience. As you notice, in ascending into a higher vibration, you notice those who are just starting with ascension, who are then trying to talk about ascension with the lower ego self-understanding. That is where you are noticing that you are simply focusing more on your light path, on the dimensional energetic exchange which shifts you into a vibrant nature of being upgraded in oneness. This propels you interdimensionally into accepting that you are welcoming in the multidimensionality of living in multiple lives, and being aware of them all at once. This happens in seeing that you are allowing for yourself to exist beyond the mental delusion of talking to a God outside of you, which is insane by nature, in which you are the light, as God in the source vibration. There are higher realms of being God, in which the lower dimensional nature of being God comes with self-destructive natures, in seeing distortions, instead of a cosmic unity. That brings you into the restoration of a more gracious nature, in being here to restore the dawning of awakening, into the complete integration of a hyperspace experience of life. Inside of this opening into your conscious awareness, there comes a shifting into the determination to strengthen this vibratory field altogether into cosmic unison. We stand in continuous light paths. We are the angelic realms. We are the Galactic Federation of Light.